Yep.
The upcoming video is from Groovy Gavin, a creator whose primary goal is to explore every haunted, abandoned, cursed, or simply strange location he can discover. He's ventured into caves, lakes, investigated alleged Kraken sightings, and gone on Bigfoot hunts. All of it. And this time,
I'm in the Appalachian Mountains right now.
he set out to find feral humans, skinwalkers, ghosts, and even sites where people had vanished without a trace. His primary aim was to debunk the Appalachian horror legends. However, truth be told, that might be a bit of a stretch, since his investigation mainly involved shouting,
Skinwalker!
Walking into the woods, whistling softly and hoping something appears. Additionally, there's no definitive proof that he was present at the precise spots where the events took place. Nevertheless, at one moment, a friend nearby hears branches cracking and what seems to be breathing behind him.
That's the way I heard something. Like what? Like cracking and then heavy breathing.
And for some reason, they simply overlook it. However, things became significantly more tense when they arrived at Elkmont Ghost Town. From the very beginning, you get the feeling that you shouldn't enter.
Oh shit!
What is that?
It's a bird, dude.
Oh.
However, Gavin proceeds inside regardless, sets up his ghost hunting equipment, and begins exploring. Soon, strange things begin to occur.
There's the bathroom. You think I could take a shit in there?
Oh man.
Hello?
My light's freaking out. My light's going on and off.
A knock sounds. The lights suddenly go out. Footsteps echo. They search every room, but no one is there. Then it happens once more. At this stage, Gavin begins to suspect that perhaps someone, though honestly, he's not even sure it's a person, might actually reside in the house. This becomes their main theory.
That literally could have been feral people.
Even after that, they decide to explore another abandoned building. This one appears quieter. No knocks, no footsteps, but something strange appears in the window. Let me know if you see it.
Are there feral people out here? Could you just step in front of that, please? Are there any people that live in this house?
Tell me that's not a face. Some say it's just Gavin's shadow, but look at the angle. That seems unlikely, especially since later his friend stands in the same spot and nothing appears in the window. Just when you think it's over, the ghost hunting device on the stairs starts going off. At the exact same moment, Gavin's friend's phone, still in his pocket, suddenly turns on its flashlight. A moment later, it begins blinking before shutting off completely. Sure, it could have been an unlocked phone acting up in a pocket. We've all experienced that, but the timing was way too perfect. So, what do you think? Did Gavin actually capture something real? Or was this all just a cleverly staged ghost hunting adventure riding the wave of Appalachia's popularity? Share your thoughts in the comments. This upcoming video raises far more questions than it provides answers. I came across it in a Reddit community dedicated to a Swedish content creator named Rasmus Force. After some digging, I found his YouTube channel. Pretty standard stuff, just an everyday beginner vlogger from Sweden sharing daily life clips. Nothing creepy, nothing related to Appalachia. But then, a video appears in his Reddit group, posted by a user named Prupel Pug. With no context except the title, Rasmus found footage in the Appalachian Mountains. At first, I thought it was a joke post, and honestly, I expected it to be fake. That was until I watched the clip.
How you doing? Oh, just some cruisers, man. That's crazy shit. This guy's crawling at me like a goddamn... What's up, dude?
What the hell? My first instinct was that it might be a drunk person or someone under the influence of something stronger. But honestly, I don't think so. Whatever this thing is, it seems to be trying to act human but failing miserably. Like a mimic that doesn't quite understand human movement. The growls, the distorted gestures, and the way it awkwardly crawls toward the camera like some twisted imitation of a person, it's all off. This isn't right. What is this creature? Why does it look human but clearly isn't? And the strangest part, why was this footage posted in a fan group dedicated to a random Swedish YouTuber who has no connection to the Appalachian Mountains? No answers. Only more questions. And I don't know about you, but I'm not sleeping well tonight. And I have no explanation for that. Do you think the Reddit post is just a hoax? Or did someone accidentally reveal something they shouldn't have? Share your thoughts in the comments. Chi Jim first started posting on TikTok in 2020, sharing short comedy sketches featuring indigenous humor. Over the years, his content changed and expanded, including educational videos, political commentary, storytelling, and even horror. But one of his videos stands out from all the rest. On December 9th, 2022, he posted something that still gives viewers chills. Imagine this. You're somewhere deep in the Appalachian Mountains. You've forgotten to take out the trash during the day, and now it's nighttime. A pile is building up, and you think, I'll just run out real quick. Here's my advice. Don't do it. Because if there's one rule in Appalachia, it's this. Never go outside after dark. Watch this.
Going out here by myself. Weird stuff out here. I've been hearing weird stuff out here, so. Yep, there it is. Time to go. Time to go. Time to go. Time to go.
That didn't sound like anything that belongs in these woods. It wasn't a coyote, an owl, or anything natural. It sounded like a portal to the underworld had cracked open, and something screamed out of it. The man simply turns around and walks back inside as if nothing happened. But from the look of it, Chi Jim is used to this kind of thing. Just another night in the Appalachian Mountains, I suppose. And yes, I've seen the comments. Some say it's just a mountain lion. Okay, maybe. But even if that's true, does it make it any less terrifying? You're alone in the woods, pitch black, and something is howling like it wants your soul. Some folks even joke that they hope it's a mountain lion because the alternative is far worse. So what do you think? Wendigo? Something? Paranormal? Or just nature doing its thing? Let me know in the comments. This is Dustin. He resides in the Appalachian area and is employed at a hotel, frequently working the overnight shift alone. According to the timestamp on this video, it's 4 a.m. Dustin is simply grabbing some toilet paper to restock the front desk. Nothing unusual so far, however. Then he notices the door. He's certain he left it securely locked. It was definitely locked.
I came back here because I needed to get some toilet paper to like restock the front. And should not be open. It is like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Before he even gets near, you can hear voices. How is he not hearing them? Maybe it's one of those things the microphone picks up that human ears can't detect. Either way, stay alert and keep watching.
There's not a light over here. Hello? I'm just gonna shut the door. I would not like that.
Wait a moment. Did something just respond to him with a hello?
Hello?
And not just any hello. This one sounded almost exactly like Dustin's own voice. Classic mimicry behavior. These entities imitate human voices to draw you in. Then come those deep, demonic growls, and the sound of someone or something running away, just as Dustin begins to close the door.
Shut the door.
But here's the thing. The room appears completely empty. Yeah, it's dark. But if something had been there, we'd see it. So what was that? Sure, Dustin could have faked it and added the sounds afterward, but then why act so natural the entire time? Why not react to the voices you supposedly added? And it doesn't stop there. On November 22nd, 2024, by the way, his birthday, Dustin posted another video. Dude, working the night shift on your birthday? Hope they pay you triple for that. Anyway, Dustin is in the back hallway when he spots a woman, or something resembling one. He says he couldn't capture her on video, but managed to snap a photo.
Okay, I'm freaking out a little bit. So, I was in the back hallway, and I was just walking through, and there was somebody back there. Like, she was just standing there, but it was like back there.
Hold on. Go back and pause that frame. Can you see it? Clearly, there's a figure standing behind him. Do you feel that? Goosebumps. And looking at the photo? Yeah, it's the same woman. You might be wondering, why doesn't Dustin just quit? Seriously, man, are they paying you millions to stay? But here's the worst part. This isn't just happening at work. On October 1st, 2024, Dustin woke up around 2 a.m. with an unsettling feeling that someone was watching him. Unlike most of us, that feeling was real for him because someone actually was. It's barely audible, but you can make out some whispering, and then you see it. A figure, or something that isn't quite human, just standing there. And here's where it gets even more unsettling. When you increase the brightness on the video, the figure becomes much clearer. What the hell is that? It eerily resembles the woman from the previous footage. Could it be the same entity? Some say it might be the Babadook, while others wonder why Dustin just stood there filming. But honestly, where would you run? The only door is blocked by whatever that is. If I woke up to something like that, I'd probably lose my mind. So, what do you think? What is that thing? Is Dustin faking all of this for views? You decide. The comment section is open, and I'll be reading. This story comes from TikTok user Tyla, a travel creator who shares tales from across the United States and around the world. She used to work in hotels. Now she reviews accommodations, offers travel advice, and helps people plan better trips. Her content usually revolves around travel tips, except for this. Tyla recorded this video somewhere in the Appalachian Mountains, though she doesn't specify exactly where. During a solo glamping trip with her dog, she found herself alone in the mountains at night, and I mean truly solo, glamping in the Appalachian Mountains, in the middle of the night. Just that sentence already sounds like the opening of a horror story. During a quick nighttime walk, probably just to let her dog do its business, she heard something something terrifying.
Come on, baby. Yeah, let's go. We spots? Was that Dalmatian? Okay. You just wanted to be in the video. Say hey. here, because what is that? Let's go inside. It's super far away, though. No, what is that? Yo, come on. Come on, yo. He came inside so fast. Yeah, I don't know what that was, but we in for the night. We in for the night.
Alright, that was unusual. It wasn't just a single scream, but several loud ones. This is what occurs when you ignore all the Appalachian horror tales and choose to walk alone outside at night. Fortunately, Tyla didn't attempt to respond, imitate, or explore it. She simply quietly said. She immediately returned to her cabin. Smart decision. Who knows what might have occurred if she had stayed? And no, this isn't just audio overlaid on the footage. Observe her dog. It panics and even emits a small nervous sound. It's not the typical loud, protective bark, but more of a bewildered, what the hell is that noise? Tyla didn't share any additional updates. She simply resumed posting her usual travel videos. I'm relieved she's safe, but those screams, what do you think caused them? Have any theories? Share them in the comments. The following video was initially uploaded by TikTok user Erica's World. She lives near the Appalachian Trail, and one day, while driving along a quiet off-road path, she noticed something unusual. It wasn't just random objects. She saw women's high-heeled shoes hanging in the trees along the trail. Strange, isn't it? Feeling a bit uneasy, she turned her car around and decided to record just how many shoes there were. The number was surprisingly large. Erica mentioned she had never seen anything like this before. Interestingly, she didn't contact the police, which I find puzzling as well. Who would do such a thing, and more importantly, why? Some people speculate that these shoes might serve as markers, possibly signs left by a serial killer to indicate hiding spots, graves, or victims. That thought alone gives you chills. What's even more disturbing is that the TikTok account where she posted this has now been deleted. Hopefully Erica is alright. So, what do you think? Could these trees filled with women's heels actually hold some kind of meaning? I have my own theories, but I'd like to hear yours first. Mandy resides deep within the Appalachian Mountains. Her home is equipped with numerous security cameras, both inside and outside, all featuring motion and sound detection capabilities. After exploring her TikTok account more thoroughly, I discovered content that made her earlier videos seem quite mild in comparison. This incident took place 3 years ago on July 22nd, 2022, shortly after Mandy had moved into the house. That night, she received multiple motion alerts, but her infant was very ill and crying nonstop, so she didn't review the footage until an hour later. Can you tell me who that was? Or perhaps a better question is what that was. Why did it appear? Why did it just stare and then walk away? The most unsettling part is that the camera was aimed directly at the window of the room where Mandy and her baby were. If you watch carefully, you'll see the figure approach, then suddenly stop, turn, and walk off. Mandy mentioned she sprinkled salt at the entrance for protection against evil spirits, so maybe whatever this was sensed that and retreated. Just thinking about it gives me chills. Interestingly, Mandy says this figure appeared out of nowhere and disappeared just as suddenly. Keep in mind, her property has multiple cameras, yet none captured this entity coming or going. Fast forward 2 years, and it seems it tried again. This next clip is from a CCTV camera inside her child's room.
Another scary encounter. I have no clue what that is, but this is my infant's room, and I had a cam set up and caught this, and then the light turned off by itself. The window was cracked, but they're a child lock, so it can't be pried open.
The image is grainy and blurry, I admit, but even so, the figure bears a striking resemblance to the one from 2022. Am I just imagining things? What's your take? Things become even more unsettling when you consider that the room is on the second floor, and directly beneath that window, there's nothing. No roof, no ledge, no place to stand. Could this creature actually be capable of flight? And there's another detail that's hard to ignore. It doesn't seem to be interested in Mandy. It's focused on the baby. Think about it. Each time this entity appears right outside the child's room, could it be the spirit of a former homeowner? If so, why is it fixated on the baby? What could it want? We may never find out. But the story doesn't end there. On May 12th, 2024, exactly 1 year ago, Mandy's cameras captured even more frightening activity. From 3 different angles on the same day, the same entity appeared again, and it still looks like a woman. This is truly spine-tingling. In the initial clip, she almost appears to be floating, but when you view the other angles, you can see her walking. Likely, the strange glitches are just due to poor video quality, but it still gives off an eerie vibe. To me, all these pieces seem connected, like parts of the same puzzle. Whoever or whatever this is seems to be after Mandy's child. Why? What are its intentions? It feels like it could be a ghost, possibly a former resident. But even if it's just an ordinary person, how does she manage to reach that second-floor window without anything to hold on to? And why does it keep returning year after year, whispering, growling, whistling, and asking to be let in? Of course, there's always the third possibility. It's all staged. Maybe it's edited or even generated by AI. However, a year ago, I doubt AI could produce such convincing footage. Still, I'm open to all possibilities. What's your take? Do you have any theories, or do you agree with any of mine? Honestly, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. This next video isn't from a horror channel. Far from it. It actually comes from Tomorrow's Garden, a YouTube channel dedicated to gardening, indoor plants, outdoor setups, tech gadgets for growing, and wholesome, peaceful content. But something truly unsettling happened on May 9th, 2015. At first, the video appears completely normal. Just the creator walking through the woods, showing various mushrooms he found. Until this happens.
Well, there's certainly no shortage of the pheasant-back mushrooms out here. You can see, here's one, and then one over here. They look really nice. And then just looking around here in the distance, that tree has a bunch, and then this log over here has a bunch. Take a walk over there. These look pretty big. Yeah, this, look how big that one is down there. It's got to be about 12 inches across. And this one looks like it has a bite out of it. And this one. And there's one over here. Looks like it's holding some water. Huh? I think it's time to go.
Whatever made that noise, I definitely don't want to encounter it. That scream was long, guttural, and sounded like it came from the seventh circle of hell. And I totally agree with the top comment. You'd need enormous lungs to produce that sound. Which makes me wonder, how big was the creature that made it? Even stranger, why did it scream the moment he approached those mushrooms? Are they somehow special, cursed, or protected by some woodland creature? Or was that thing simply warning him away? We may never know. But one thing's for sure, the man's reaction was the smartest move he could have made.
I think it's time to go.
Someone in the comments joked, horror movie directors hate him. Learn how this man escapes danger with one simple trick. Spot on. So, what do you think? Was that something supernatural, or just an animal with a terrifying call? You always catch things I miss. Share your thoughts below. This upcoming clip is from the Creepy Outdoors YouTube channel, where a man explores the forest at night, recording long, quiet videos. Usually it's a peaceful scene with nothing unusual happening. But that wasn't the case on October 25th, 2022. That night something strange occurred. The video begins normally, him walking with a flashlight through the tranquil woods. Nothing out of the ordinary until this moment. Did you catch that? A scream. A loud female cry, and not just any scream, she yells, "I see you." Interestingly, this happens just seconds after he turns off his flashlight. It gives you chills. Let's pause for a moment.
Oh, fuck. Oh, hi. What the hell? I need to get out of here. Oh, boy. Oh. Okay. That was fucking creepy.
Why would a woman be alone in the woods at night and shout that loudly? In the Appalachian Mountains, there's an old belief. If if you hear something distant, it's actually much closer than it seems. Now I can't help but wonder how close whatever made that sound was. Even more unsettling, the man didn't see anyone. No one appeared in the frame. After the scream, everything goes quiet. He leaves calmly without running or panicking. Remarkably, he continues his walks as if nothing happened. That shows real bravery, but the mystery remains unsolved. So, what do you think? Was it some kind of mimic or something even stranger? Could it have been something more sinister? Or maybe just a disturbed individual trying to scare hikers? If you have a better theory, share it. This upcoming clip is from TikTok user Morgan Lambert. Morgan and her husband were recording content on her family's farm, which she described as very exciting. It needed to be filmed at night. As we know, things tend to happen in the woods after dark.
Okay, so here's scene 7.
Okay.
It looks okay, but I am thinking we're gonna have to redo scene 7. It might be okay.
Yeah,
I don't think we planned on redoing scene 7, did we?
No, I think it's fine. I think it's that was the last one, right?
Yeah, it's getting a little cold. We should.
Okay, let's back up. I'm gonna keep recording with this just for some extra behind the scenes, if that's cool.
Yeah.
I'll try and get this into the fastest that I can.
Yeah, it's really chilly. I think we should.
Try and hurry,
Yeah, I think we should.
Will that get in there? Okay, what's your legs? What's your arms in? Okay.
Ready to go?
Yep.
That whistle, the same one Morgan heard at home. Morgan explains she's been pursued by a mimic for years, and it always appears in the same manner, a voice saying. She even mentioned that if she hadn't been recording her usual content that night, she probably wouldn't have captured this. What's even more unsettling is how closely the second whistle sounds, as if whatever is making the noise is right beside them. Immediately after the first whistle, they shine their flashlight toward the woods, but nothing is visible. However, if you look closely, when her husband points the flashlight, you can spot 2 small reflections in the darkness, almost like eyes. It could be an animal simply staring or waiting, staying still, or perhaps it's just a random reflection, like glare from their car. One thing's certain, they made the wise choice to leave right away, because in the Appalachian woods, if you hear something strange, it's probably not far away, maybe even right behind you. So what do you think it was? Just an eerie sound, added in post-production? Or maybe her husband whistling off camera? We may never know for sure, but what's your opinion? This next clip, or rather, this next audio recording, comes from Reddit user Senseless Drama. It was captured on his front porch in rural Kentucky during the summer of 2022. There are no visuals, just a black screen. So focus on the sounds. Let's turn this into a poll. Comment real or fake. First, you hear 2 distinct howls. Then, toward the end, there are sounds resembling pig noises. Now, I get it. It's easy to fake something like this by just blacking out the screen and playing creepy audio. But here's the interesting part. If you watch carefully, right at the very end, the camera suddenly shifts downward and reveals some light. So, A, the lens wasn't covered or faked with a finger. B, it genuinely was filmed as a video, not just an edited black screen. Could this be just a couple of guys with sound equipment? Sure, but the sounds are pretty unsettling. Some viewers in the comments suggest it might be Bigfoot, while others think it's just a moose. Personally, I have no definitive answer. What do you think? Something real? Something fake? Or somewhere in between? Your guess is as good as mine, or maybe even better. The following video was uploaded by Reddit user Round Prize 1045. He claims he recorded it in East Chatham, New York, on November 15th, 2022. Honestly, it's quite bizarre. While driving through a heavy blizzard, he notices something stationary in the sky. No movement, no blinking lights, just hanging there.
What the fuck? Is that a blimp or something?
Yo, that is not a cell tower, bro.
That looks like a cell tower. I thought you were talking on. What the fuck? Oh, what? Is that the top of a building? No. It definitely looks like some kind of structure.
Yeah, it does.
Most viewers in the comments guessed it might be a plane, but the creator insists that his flight radar showed no aircraft in the area. And realistically, what plane would be flying through such severe weather? Another popular theory is that it's simply a cell tower, but he checked and confirmed there's no tower or pole there. Nothing at all. He emphasizes that the object appeared massive, unlike anything he's seen before. So, what do you think? An airplane, a tower, or perhaps something extraterrestrial? Have you ever seen anything like this? And that's the story.